Hello? Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my friends. Today, we are doing Yume Mizuki's story quest. Yes, I just did this entire night. You're so weird. You're a succubus. Anyways, I need to build her. But anyways, we're doing her quest. And maybe one more. My goal right now is before the new update, I am trying to get rid of all of the quests I have just sitting here. One thing I need to do right now before I forget is put this on Mondstadt. There's an achievement I do not have yet. So that I just found out. Anyways. We're about to see this little dude. But let's build her real quick. This work. This work. Gotta work. You need one more. You are EM, ain't you? You are. And then Kazuha. You. I'm gonna go back to. Switch. Yume. Move. Switch. Right. Right. It should be now. I don't have anything. That's so good, wait. Wait, what does that put me at? 930? Isn't there better? I used to have this on, didn't I? Isn't this just better? Do I have something I just forfeit that I'm using? I'm using most of these. Let's attack. Thought I had something. These are all good. These are all good. I don't. I don't use this. It's good stats, but I don't use it. It's also good. Honestly, that's horrible, but I keep it. Attack. What are you? Are you Goblet? What are you? Are you a feather? You're not feather, are you this? You are Goblet, ain't you? What are you? What is that? Goblet. It's a goblet in attack. Honestly, this can go. I ain't using it. Wow, that's attack. It's a goblet, though. Ain't nobody using goblet. Attack. Except for, like, some. It can go. This is more worth it. Yes! Hex yeah! Hex yeah! Look at that, 158. Oh, it's not. Look, watch. When you pick up his weapon, watch. Does that happen for this? Nope. It's like it pops up out of nowhere. Anyways. Gotta get that through, and then you got 770? Trash, 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 trash. You also don't have the good suck. 182. 828. That's not bad. Horrible crit damage. Gotta deal with it, though. Anyways. We're doing a story, and I wanted to show you a little something. Shut up, Hajime. If you're an old channel member of mine, you'll know who that means. Every time that dude speaks, I call him Hajime because he is the voice actor of Hajime from an anime and dub. Anyways, I have 2 things to show you. Let's pull them up. The first thing is a little something I found when doing resinless behavior. Let's go to display. Display. Hello, it's me. Let's pull up this real quick. Let's drag it over. Anyways, here's a little something I found while being very resinless. Yes, you're seeing this team on the right. It makes absolutely no sense. You'll see in a second. So you would have to do is go through Fontaine Underground in the city and go into the sewers. Now you'll be going to this left point of the area, and you will want to be going where my cursor goes. Right there. You would want to be going onto the pipes where I had a little bit of trouble getting on here. But if you do it just right, this is me trying to get Zhongli, but I do this just for comfort. But you don't have to. You do a little bridge. Now, what you want to do is climb up, go to where my cursor points, and do what I'm about to do. And basically, after a bunch of failed attempts, what you want to do is go up here, climb as far as right as you can, get on this wall right here, make it where you can't go any further. Well, you can, and then we'll go to this, go high as you can, go all the way to the right, get onto this wall, and then hanging on the wall, make sure you can see your character. Go in this little slot right here, and your camera should clip through the map where you're able to see your character. Now, right here is where it's bad, but you should be able to see your character right here, and then if you go far enough left, your character will instantly get dropped. Usually, it would cut you out of being physically through the map and put you down in the sewers. But if you do it just right and you jump, you're now out of the map. So you can do whatever you want. You are on top of the sewers. You're like, now what can you do when you're on top of the sewers? Anything. You can jump down here and you are in the water. You are now under the map. So I don't know if anybody's found this. I don't know. I have not seen any video. I haven't anyways. But yeah, I was just messing around. I was like, let's see if I can get through the map doing this, and it genuinely worked, which I honestly didn't expect. But yeah, you do that, and you can jump down here. There's no death barrier, and you can jump through this because this doesn't exist. It hits you with the water level, and you can swim. No, you can, if you've been on the map, can get clipped through other places. So that's pretty cool, as you see. You can go under here. This is the underground. This is under Fontaine in the water, and you can't clip through that, so you got to be careful. But you can. There's a certain point where the water doesn't exist, and you have to start gliding. And yes, you use stamina, all that stuff. Anyways, but there's a new way. I don't know if anybody has mentioned this, but yeah, it's a new way of getting out of the map without going to right here. Yeah, without doing the most popular one to get onto the map. You can do that. Another thing, in that lawn, I don't. There's a bunch out of the map, and the most notable one is climbing this all the way up to go out of the map up here, which that is very notable. I have found another one. Again, this is how bored I am. I am genuinely. I'm not kidding. This is how bored I can get. If you go down here, you can go here. I'll show you real quick. It's fine. I'm not going to do it, but you can. I don't know what you can go to doing this. You can probably do a bunch of skips, maybe. But I completed this quest, so this I can luckily go across. But if you see right where my marker is, right there, there is a clip. I don't have Jalonin, but there is a clip, as you can see, of area. Now, if you go over here, go right here, you can see that there is something there. If you use Jalonin or anybody who flies or anything, you can go up here, go around, and there's another little area that's like this, and you can stand on it, and then after that, you can literally just climb up here. And you can go out of the map, you can jump, whatever. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool to mention. There's that. Let's go back to Inazuma. But the other thing I was doing, the main point, is my reaction to the new lore. Now, the new lore that Genshin teaser trailer of the gods, I can't even, it's insane. It is literally, it's honestly my favorite video ever. It's so cool. I put it on watch later, which I can genuinely just go to watch later. It's there. It's one of those things where I had to document because it is insane. Teyvat chapter interlude teaser. The gods limits. This flipping trailer is insane. Now, I'm going to show you my reaction without audio because there's a lot of audio. Here's me. Here's maybe. Oh, was I mute? Oh, it might have been muted. Anyway, I had copyright. Anyways, as you saw, that is me. Yes. But I saw this, I am not kidding, at 1... Here, I'll just let it play. I saw this on, as you see, 1:20 a.m.
Just drop everything and go out for some fresh...
1 a.m. They dropped this hoe. I said, Teyvat chapter interlude, the gods limits. My brain. Where does it fully? It is 1:30 a.m. I'm just playing for, I'm just like watching this. Oh, it's not playing. Here you go. It should play. Here you go. As if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Taritza says this. Behold, even the gods have their limits. Like, oh, crazy! My boy Piero the Jester. I said, crazy. And then make sure the Frost Moon Scions, whatever. Per the Pale Star Edict, we will retrieve the Dame Celeste from Nodkarai, whatever it takes. Columbina. Look at my reaction. Oh, hold on. Christine. Sure. Give me a second, Christine. Look at my reaction. It's Crazy. Anyways, I'll talk after helping Christine, apparently. Apparently I'm helping Christine out for something. Please do not alt F. I'm about to alt F for this game if you start deleting my map. Hello? Hello? Oh! I want that freaking emote. Might have to add that. It's such an awesome one. I love this one, but I do love that one. I gotta find that. Need something. Are you a Christian by any chance? Yes. Love the Lord. Yes. Actually. Yes, actually. Are you a Christian by any chance? Yes, actually. I am. Love the Lord. Why are you Christian? Yes, actually. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat for God, bro. Dubs in the chat.
That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Your life's... Do you still have any questions? I'm trying to get the gospel anywhere. I do not. I do not at the moment. But thanks for spreading the word. I do not at the moment.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I do not at the moment, but thanks for spreading the word. Dubs in the chat for God, guys. W's in the chat. Dubs in the chat, guys. W for Christine, by the way. W. Spreading the gospel in Genshin? Yes. That's something that, no problem. Something is the whole, something that's pretty thing. That's right. That's...
If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air.
Of course, Christine. I pray for your safety. Awesome. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Look at that. The gospel going through Genshin. Awesome. Loved that. Dubs in the chat, guys. Anyways. W's in the chat right there. The gospel, the man word. Anyways. The lore. The lore. Should pull up the recording again. So I kind of want to dissect before I do anything. I do want to dissect this so bad. So let's go to where I watched it. Anyways, hopefully you can't hear my voice. Actually, let's watch it right now, because it's so good. It genuinely is so good. I'm talking they dropped it on a mid-Wednesday morning. Space abide for no reason. Let's hear this, John. Let's turn off music. Audio, music. Look at this. This video, 8 minutes. Genuinely, I'm going to, okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of people you've already watched this. Okay, what is this? What the? Why are you doing that? Why does that exist? Ain't that big. What? Weird. All right. Why can anyways. If you haven't seen this, please go see it before I dissect this. I'm finna pause and everything.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason,
Nefarious.
for none are born by their own consent.
Very true.
Death abides no reason,
Renova.
for it cannot be defied.
But Cappuccino, you can use her own rules against her.
Even by those who see it coming.
But man, I'm finna dissect this hoe so quickly.
Time abides no reason,
Mr. Off.
for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space
And finally, we got a name for the space shade.
abides no
Asmodee. Woo! I genuinely don't know why I was doing that. That's honestly annoying the crap out of me.
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Does it do it on my other screen? Hold on. It does. Weird. Anyways. Okay, so before she starts literally tweaking, actually, yeah. Basically, this right here, this little world, this little tree world in her has a faint snicker of Asmodee and her like being, basically. So what happened is after we got separated from the from our twin, after coming from this is lore drop. I don't care what we're doing. Mizuki, you can wait. But after the ruler space stopped the golden hair twin travelers and tore us apart before, okay, so Ether on my side got summoned in Connery. Lived there and said, hey, I remember my twin. Let's go. The cataclysm started happening. He said, should I go for my twin or cataclysm? And he made the decision to find us. He found us by some chance because of the girl and the key saying, hey, you're actually there. So he found their location somewhere. We don't know. And woke her up. So now there is two keys, key A and key B, and that's when the ruler space stopped to go and mercilessly tore them apart again.
Tore them apart.
Again. And that happened. We tried to go up to Celestia, I'm guessing, and then Asmodee, or the unknown god, now Asmodee, said the sustainer of heavenly principles, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And sustainer, she's not the heavenly principle, she's the sustainer of heavenly principles, meaning she's one of the shades, she's the shade of time, or shade of space, I mean. So, anyways, what I was getting on, Asmodee created this place by her own volition. She went missing right after, like the three other shades, or technically four. The three other shades, found that Asmodee is missing. I don't know why are you doing this? I've never seen YouTube ever do this. Weird. Anyways, Asmodee went missing right after we tore her apart, which is weird. Maybe my theory, kind of ish, not really theory, is that she did this on purpose. She wants to be free from the gods' ruling, from the heavenly principles, Fanes, I think is his name, from his ruling, because the shades deliberately have to follow the heavenly principles rules. Anyways, they're searching for Asmodee right now. This is Renova, by the way. Awesome.
No. This looks more like Rhindaughter's doing.
Rhindaughter is part of the Hexen, the witches' circle, whatever. Hexen, I can never say the word. She's also one of the first 5 sinners of Conria. A whole bunch of stuff. Naberius, that's why she said no.
No.
Naberius is also a part of Rhindaughter. Naberius was probably she had a little of agency. Here, we'll show. I'll talk about it.
More like Rhindaughter's doing.
You'll see in a minute.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
This is Rhindaughter. So this is Rhindaughter. This is Naberius. Not the eyes, but the symbolism.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space.
Tainted. This place was made by her, so it's tainted by the ruler of space. That's why they're trying to find it.
I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
Experiment.
You seem to wield my
power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement.
As if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency.
Stripped me of agency, meaning something happened. Rhindaughter found the heart of Naberius in somewhere with Albedo, with her creation, and ate it and became a part of Naberius, which stopped her of her agency, but now is combined with Rhindaughter. And the only reason that they actually deal with Rhindaughter is because of that agency. Like, it used to be just Naberius as one of the shades, and then I don't know how she got into a heart, whatever. And then she got merged with Rhindaughter. And then the only reason she's really like keeping up, or they like deal with Rhindaughter, I guess, is because Naberius is with her too. But when they say, yeah, to voice my disapproval, so she's not in fully control, but she does have liberty of some control, right? They're like 50-25 or 75-25 maybe. But and then Rhindaughter says this.
My dear Rhindaughter, you have my respect, Naberius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
Why did you bestow?
And then here's history. Istroff. But there's a lot of information there. So, unsurprisingly, been unstable says please don't litter your other spaces with your bizarre creations. Bizarre creations, meaning this is Rhindaughter, whatever. And then, so, control, whatever.
And you, Istaroth?
Time.
Why did you bestow history upon them?
No, I don't know what they're talking about them. Them could be the 2 travelers, or Lumine and Ether, or them, the people that they just literally obliterated. So why I say them, because it's hard. I mean, a lot of people are saying the travelers, and it kind of does make sense. Why would you give history, or why would you mess with the two travelers? And she says this.
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
I don't. She's very mysterious. I don't really get it.
After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Asmodee. God of Space. So crazy. Or the Shade
Well,
of Space.
Perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
This is the real. This is what's behind that fake sky. Not all this, but.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
Asmodee.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Meaning they know their fate. Their
Just
fate.
Switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the Heavenly Principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
That line right there causes so much theory. It is insane. A lot of people think this is this little creature right here, Paimon, could be the shrunken self of Asmodee. Because we know in lore that gods can be not shrunk down, but technically shrunk down and rendered like hard to explain, but we know that gods can be like shrunk. Okay, it's hard to. It's basically shrunk down. Okay, this little bug bite on my leg is annoying the crap out of me. I gotta put something on it. But yeah, people think that Paimon could be Asmodee herself. I personally think. I mean, I'm iffy on that, but I personally think that she is a shadow of Asmodee, not really Asmodee herself. That's what I think. But this is just her master, but like because we know Paimon is like really happy to traveling with us, all that stuff. But yeah, I don't get this bar. What is this bar? Scroll bar in YouTube full screen. Is there like a button I clicked or something? Am I stupid? Oh, part of a playlist. Oh, bullcrap. Okay, it's fine.
She loves her new master more than her own self.
Right. Crazy diabolical line. And another crazy line right after it.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
My boy! My boy Piero! And my boy Jester! Yo! Look at them cold eyes. Sheesh!
I remember those eyes.
This is daring.
It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
So it was not Asmodee, it was Renova. Crazy.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine.
Piero.
I'm sure that working for the Tsarits
Anyway,
to awaken.
Heavenly Principles is not awakened yet, by the way.
If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
Why are you right, daughter?
You know,
No, I cannot allow you to
cannot
think
allow
that
you
way.
to think that way.
Of course, to the extent permitted by
And then they're
direct
good.
order.
Yeah, by lack of direct order, we shall intervene.
I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
So, there's a lot of stuff going on. I cannot wait for this quest ever. I cannot wait. It's probably gonna be like 8.0, 7.0, something like that. I don't really. I cannot wait. In this, by the way, coldest line.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon
On
the
the
gods,
gods, they invite their wrath
and
retribution.
retribution.
Ugh! What of it? Ugh, it's so clean.
Lives will be lost. A nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods.
So tell me. Hit with it!
What is the price of killing a god?
God dang, Piero.
The gods
Stay silent.
as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this.
Behold.
Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
I get goosebumps. I'm not kidding. My hair stands. It's just goosebumps. It's so good. Now, this part's also crazy. By the way, tanks confirmed in Genshin.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
I cannot wait. I'm getting goosebumps. I genuinely cannot wait from if we could just get out of this banner. Like, it's so hard to meticulate what this is. This is insane. This is honestly on par with the entire game teaser, whatever. Like, it shows every like every thing. I don't know what's it called. Here, I can pull it up real quick. But that's probably of killing a god. Like, so crazy, dude. Story teaser. What's this? Yeah, story. This might not be it. No, this is not it. Get out the way. No. It's Arlecchino, not line. Yeah, no. Nope, not it. I already know the price of killing a god. So tell me. So crazy. Anyways, I gotta find this jump. Popular, probably. Here. Tavat chapter storyline preview travail contains spoilers. Now we know Sumeru. We're on Natlan with Eon-san. Here's Snezhnaya.
She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her. Her followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream.
And in the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream.
Of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream.
What? That line's so weird.
But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming. Some say a few are chosen in the dregs, but I say we humans have our humanity.
This, by the way.
Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
That makes sense now.
But I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
Crazy. This game. What does this say? I never.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops.
The arrogation of mankind ends now.
None will escape the flames. See for yourself.
I can't take it, man. I can't. It's. I have to save it to watch later, dude. It's so. It's. But where are those that share the memory? Get friends, the soundtrack sounds the same. The soundtrack sounds the same as I remember. But where are those that share the memory? It's got defense artifacts on. Just leave it alone. The best Ainsley Field. Yep. I'm trying to see people. I don't care about. I'm gonna do Mizuki's jet. It's just space abides for no reason. It's just insane. Honestly, you can watch this. You can watch a bunch of breakdowns. It's just a bunch. They explain it way better than me. But anyways, this game will forever be my favorite ever game to exist. It is insane. You know how hard it is to stay true to a game that you set years in advance to complete? It's insane. It is. It's so insane. This is Fake Moon. We're in a Samsara. But in Mondstadt, we're like, oh, this world's pretty cool. It's not so cool, is it now? I can't wait for Columbia. She has the split hair rule. She might be playable. Question mark, question mark. If she is, that's honestly insane. I might have to get her. I'm not gonna lie if she does come out. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's do this dang quest. I just wanted to show that. I thought that was insane. Insane to the membrane of excuse me. So that was just insane. And they throw that on a random Wednesday. Another thing I can say is that my birthday's in 3 days. 7/15. It's July 12th when making this. So that means I can get okay, let's see what these says. A souvenir left from a very special day. Here's to you, the brightest star in the night sky, wishing you a joyous journey in the great big world. A gift given to a very special someone on a very special day. Here's to you, busy as you are in this land, wishing you a joyous journey in this great big world. Don't forget, this must be the first time we celebrated this special day. Every week we update the recommended dishes. Every month the moon will send down new blessings. But wow, it's almost 9,000 hours to go before we celebrate this day again. Wow. Every week the recommended dishes get updated. Every month the moon sends. Okay. Oh yeah, blessing. But wow, it's going to be almost 9,000 hours before we can celebrate this day again. And by that, Paimon means that she'll accompany you all the way traveling. Same thing. Blah 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 blah. Paimon will spend every day honored with you, whenever it rains or shines. He. Recommend, yeah, blah blah blah. Paimon celebrate stay again. He let Paimon play you the music from that score on the top of the cake. You better not make fun of Paimon's performance, because she's been practicing it for ages. By the way, this game is just insane. Also, another thing about lore.
If you ever feel down, just drop everything.
By the way, flower of life, Nibirius. Life, flower of life, plume of death, Runova, shade of death, sands of Eon, Istaroth, shade of time, goblet of Enthonium. We don't know who that is, but the circuit or Enthonium, yeah. Well, Enthonium probably would be Asmodee, but circlet of Logos. I'm telling you. 3 shades. There's 4 shades. One of these, Enthonium. What does Enthonium mean? This is a word. Or EONO them meaning. In geology, Enthonium is a chronological unit representing the totality of rock strata formed during It's the rock record of an eon. Images question mark? Is a totally rock strata laid down in stratigraphic record deposited during certain eon on a continuous geologic timescale. The eon is not to be confused with the eon itself, which is corresponding division or a division of geologic time spanning a specific number of hundreds or million years, during which rocks were formed that are classified within Enthonium. Enthoniums have the same names as corresponding eons, which means during the history of the Earth, only 4 Enthoniums were formed. So, logos, what does logos mean? Logos. Logos, the word of God or principle of divine reason and creative order, identified in the Gospel of John with the second person in the Trinity incarnate. Wait. Wait, what? Okay, so Yeah, 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 right. Dude, that's so crazy. Okay, so it does in Thonium, which is like one of the four shades, and then it would be void and space in Chinese, or emptiness. So space, goblet of space, sands of time, plume of death, and flower. Yeah. So Nibirius Rhine-daughter, Renova, Ishtaroth, Asmodee. When you look up the word, what is logos mean? The word of God or principle of divine reason and creative order, identified in the Gospel of John with the second person of the Trinity incarnate in Jesus Christ. Logic and reason. If you look up what is in literature, logos refers to a persuasive appeal to logic and reason. Reason is being, dude, this game, you can go on a literal rabbit hole. Rabbit hole in this game. Okay, anyways.
Go out for some fresh air.
Let's find this little yokai before I genuinely fall down that rabbit hole. I've touched it a little bit, but lordy. It's insane. I will forever love this game. Hello, Donna. It is insane, dude. Insane in the membrane. So insane. Everything connects. Look at her Renova, if you saw. Bam, by the way. That is literally Renova. We all thought that was freaking I, but I was always wondered why it looks so weird, because it's not I or Makoto. It's literally Renova. And Renova is like eternity, dude. It's so much. I love this game, dude. It's so insane. Like, it showed that us into what, 2020 something? Like 2021, 2022. A couple years ago. We're like, man, this statue is pretty weird. I ain't gonna lie. And we were like, all right, that's kind of weird. And then that yokai is running away. Bro is booking it. Hey, come back. Hey, where you going?
What's that girl doing over there?
Old VA, by the way.
She doesn't look well.
You
Let's
may.
go check on her.
This is where we meet her. Okay. Yume Mizuki. We in a dream.
What just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then...
Poof?
Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
It looks like they're waiting in line for some reason.
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain?
There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Put his jet on.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration.
This is Yume Mizuki. We know who this is.
Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
You're alright.
I'm fine.
Oh, snap. That's me.
delicious.
What?
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Buzzer right.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for.
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up.
Versus munching. Why are you munching on my dreams, bro? Stop dreaming my dream, bro.
Whoa.
Why are you munching on my dreams, bro? Hey, you mate.
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
Hello.
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time.
I could probably guess who that is.
I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
Okay, thanks. Sure, I guess.
Who are you?
So, I know who you are.
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other.
Actually,
so
it's
I
not.
should introduce myself
It's
properly.
really not. Actually, I saw you before, but we're about to find out what happened before.
My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Hey.
Yumekui Baku?
Hello. Look at him, bro.
Hey, it's that little critter from before.
Yo, he's cool. Look at him.
That's what we look like.
Dude, let me give him. Dude, I want this dude as a pet.
I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble.
Dude, if I can have that dude as a pet, let me rock this dude.
Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology.
For what?
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of you. I've eaten so many bad dreams.
So Yumekui Baku can eat good dreams too?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have.
What?
I just went and
What was I
bottled it
dreaming, bruh?
down.
What was I dreaming of?
It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
I remember it. I feel like.
But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories?
I'm good. Nah.
Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
How about that?
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble.
Can I get something cool?
It's a VIP pass for the
Yeah! That's all I need! Hex yeah! Give me that! That VIP!
By clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That's where I was.
I got that business card!
On there too. This invitation
I know
letter
where it is.
entitles
It's like in the
you to
middle of
enjoy
freaking-
our highest tier service,
And
free
it's-
of charge.
Thank you!
And speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
Of course, of course!
So she's a Yumekui Baku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
It adds up, yeah! It adds up.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat.
That is hard to do.
Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want.
Yeah! Go, 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 go! We're doing it right now! Dream Eaters what? Buzzer it, buzzer it, buzzer it. Yeah! Give me that! Sheesh! Sheesh. That's probably the only thing we get for this quest, by the way. Let's use this Asia Bathhouse VIP pass. Let's use this VIP pass. Let's go. Finally onto the good quests. I'm happy. Freaking, I hated Yomiya's was good. Who else did we do after that? Oh, Emily's. It was okay.
Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place.
Let's rock in, bro.
It
Yeah.
looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before,
Yeah, I just never got outside.
Are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Hello, Kaiwa Susumu.
Oh, where did you come from?
You're right in front of the door.
Sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to
Susumu,
intrude.
yeah.
We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
Your bathhouse?
I know
You
you.
run the place, huh?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
You are a voice actor, I know.
We have a VIP pass.
What? I've told them before. I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass.
Yo, I'm crazy. I got that VIP access.
Has a lot of clout.
Clout?
Aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have...
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now.
She's a highly renowned clinical
psychologist.
I think I'll be alright, honestly.
Please, head on in.
Let's get it. Let's use the Yumi Zubi whatever. Yume Mizuki. Yume Mizuki. Or just Mizuki for short. Yeah, the low poly. Yo, who are you? New character question mark?
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Just a sauna, really, at the point. Oh, interesting.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, you okay?
Sorry, I'm
Child.
so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about. I promise I'll provide an excellent service.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
Not gonna lie, this jaunt was recorded in a different studio. And also, honestly, I really do like this character design.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my first customers today.
Why is she so panicky?
Paimon, I don't know.
Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is.
Bucket Lady's back.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
So they're like very bad financial situation? Like what?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not
Definitely a different
everyone can
studio.
afford our VIP service after all.
Yeah. Hello.
But a couple of customers with cash to
How are
spare
you?
doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Ja.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business?
Untouched.
Did not.
Was right.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through
I'm
it.
good. I'm doing really good.
Subtext being, you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up.
I like that character
I'll
design.
take
It's pretty
things
cool
from
though.
here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Yeah, I got that crazy pass, bro.
Will do. That's my my specialty.
Sion, you remind me of an anime.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Of course.
I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience.
Yeah.
The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku.
Little, she's a little tall.
And the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
The trio.
Wait, so...
So is that a story quest? Indeed, yes.
One is actually younger, and the younger looking one is older?
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of like backed up on story quests, so I'm just finishing it before the Nod Cry comes out. So I wanted to have no quest. I'm talking 0 in that quest. The only thing I want to be seeing is dailies. That is it. That is the goal. And I'm really close. I have story quests, and then I have like one Metropon something, like in Fontaine prison area, but that's it.
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference.
Oh, so you can be the little floaty thing too.
Personality than our age.
Come on, Papa. We've seen weirder than this.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our
Let's
services.
go!
So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological
free spa,
consultancy.
free dining, and free appointments?
Psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Thank you.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun!
But is this a wise decision given the current state of the business?
Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free stuff while you're struggling.
Mizuki, which I was there instead of a mean.
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah. What do you mean overheard? She's just speaking it right in my face.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture.
That makes sense.
Our financial situation is nowhere near...
Okay, I was about to say, are you in debt? What's going on?
And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution.
What do you mean? I solve nations like problems.
Please
it's fine.
enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Okay.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is psychological
Get out of here, Paimon!
One-on-one service that takes
Get out of here!
time.
Actually, the old VA. Get out of here!
While the other one is in therapy. So perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon?
Hey, Shion, I'm gonna have some answers. I need some answers from Paimon because she has not told me everything.
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She's fine.
She'll be fine.
Yes, she'll be
I noticed
fine.
how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect
I'm gonna
client
need to
for
get
her.
some of these dreams to get.
Secondly,
need to know.
Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food.
Oh,
so she
that might be Paimon.
fit for you.
Yeah.
Food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
And there they go.
All right then, please follow me.
And also, you just get paired with me.
Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty...
That special treatment!
Yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me.
Okay. This is not emergency food is a flying disturbance. Haha. Her old voice is bad. What do you think? Honestly, I was okay with it. I didn't really care about the person who's actually doing it. I think of the character voicing. I mean, yes, there's of course the actual real human beings doing these voices, but I love the character, like in the game. But the old VA was very much of a problem. The new VA, I honestly really love. You can't really notice it, but I have a slight country accent, and you can hear it so clearly with Paimon. It's honestly a refreshing. With like Paimon, like you just heard, is pretty good compared to some other quests. But some other quests, she is yapping her butt off or screaming inside of my headphones. This new one is not. That's kind of the only reason I really like it. But everything else, like right now, what she just did was perfectly fine. Like I've never had a problem with that. What am I doing? Oh, am I sitting? Ah, 1-to-1. But honestly, I liked both, but I prefer the new one over the old one. What's that? Can I get that for my realm? The old anime. Don't tell me they added an animation for this genre. They did. Hey.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore.
Wow, a fan wave, wow.
Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
I genuinely have a 1-to-1.
Yes, and shake your head for no. All right?
I'm genuinely having a 1-to-1. Okay. Oh, what? New mechanic, question mark? We actually get to control Amin for once? I get it. I understand.
Very good.
That's so cool.
I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious.
Okay.
But it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective.
This is so cool. Wait, what? I didn't expect this out of this quest.
This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind.
By Emily?
The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams.
I can't smell anything. I can't shake my head. You know what would happen if you didn't nod.
Close your eyes.
No, I did not.
Take a deep breath and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation. So
Closing my
don't
eyes.
open your eyes until I say so.
Yes, ma'am. Don't open my eyes now.
Oh, where did it go?
Where's Mizuki for? Surely it can't hurt to take a quick...
I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from?
Hey, what are you doing?
This needs another dab here.
This is so cool. She literally forced it. What? Okay, I'm gonna go see that after this quest.
Huh, that's better.
That's cool. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey.
I said no peeping.
What?
I'm still not ready yet.
What is this, a dating simulator or something? Bro, what? She literally forced you? I might have to pull that up and see what that is.
Don't run off now, darlings.
Darlings, now I'm curious. Maybe
Come
it's just
here.
a little sneak peek. Why not?
For goodness sake, your butt's showing.
What?
All right. Shh.
What is going on?
Let me do that for you.
Dude, this is such cool animation. I'm not gonna lie. What, you gonna force me? Oh, thanks.
I can see that you don't like being kept waiting.
Yay!
Good. Open your eyes. Everything's ready.
Yay! What? Nothing changed. A bar. Oh, snap!
Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special
snap.
little darlings hidden within it. And I'd like you to find them.
Okay. Oh, I can't actually. Wait, what happens if I just don't do anything? Now, I want to know. Does she say, like, start looking or something? Let's see. Or does she just. Can I look at her?
Careful. When you look a psychologist directly in the eyes, they can see every little thing you're thinking.
What? Kind of wife to beer. Yeah, honestly, I agree. This is okay. You can't tell me this is not cool. What? All right, let me look real quick. All right, so we got little swirl down. Yo, you can actually see what? That's pretty cool.
Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you
That was
just need
fake?
to find the others.
Can't move my cursor. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I see the other two. Look at that fox art, by the way. That's pretty sick. Look at that. Oh, I can't do it, but that's cool. Oh, gradient too. I see one right here. There's one right there too. Oh, is there more? Am I tripping? You count as one. Oh, it's a fox in the bush. I see. Yeah, dude, I want one of these as a pet.
Well.
Look at these.
Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin.
Look at them.
Your journey into dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy?
Sure.
Now I want you to take my hand.
You ruined the game with my responses. Okay, I'm not taking your hand. Force my hand. I dare you. Nope. Can't do it.
What's the matter?
Oh, it actually works.
Feeling shy? Relax. This is just a part of the psychotherapeutic.
This is sick. I cannot lie. Yo, this is actually so sick. I'm not gonna lie. This is so cool.
Very good.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes again for me.
Closing my
I
eyes.
want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours.
I have no one to hear.
Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back.
That sounded like some thunder.
Slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything. But you hear someone calling you.
Yeah, it's God.
And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
Bro, what is going on? Wow. That's pretty sick. Were you actually listening to what she was saying? Because I was. Why not? I had to do a psychology freaking class. I had to do that one time for a freaking project. I'm in my own subconscious or something?
Traveler, come over here.
Do I walk?
Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving.
Longing caused by separation. Heavenly principles. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving.
Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back.
It's pretty sick. Hear that water? Yeah, dude, that was crazy. I blinked and it came up.
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am.
Crazy shot, by the way. Bro, if I was able to have a camera I can use in the game, bro, that's like not
Holding
immediate.
my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well.
And just
We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your
I
drowsiness.
wish it worked like that.
How you getting along, Traveler?
Nah, just finished.
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Just gonna say that Yokai just saw the future, just saw what goes on in Paimon's mind. We do not know. We do not want to know.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikui Baku just, like, sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
Interesting.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Xion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Just like Paimon described. Cozy.
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. I do have quite a lot of baggage from my past.
Yes, you certainly do. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon, so whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
So sounds like you want to keep researching me.
Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
It's storming outside. Of course.
Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, I think the Traveler's recovered from the therapy session now. Let's
Hot springs! Yeah, experience the other services. Experience. Oh, yeah, who I think it is. Hi, Miko!
Impressive, I must say.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
Kidnapped? What?
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
True.
Miko, it's been a while.
You know each other?
She never mentioned?
Interesting.
We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
Love ya, Miko.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the Traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Probably. Truth, I wouldn't go that far. Truth.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Honor.
Why, I
Simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in.
Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing.
What are you doing here, Yamiko?
You could always invest in the Yai
Don't
Publishing
do it.
House, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
No, I shall not.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Where's Dory, bro?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular. Although not because of the hot... But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary.
Shall we go see what he's yapping about?
Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, Oh, it's such a
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
True.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients...
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True.
Very true.
So, that's it?
Just gonna leave. Aren't you two friends?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all
Mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all. Huh? Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
Definitely a quirky relationship. It's definitely complicated.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Who is this Emura?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko
That's true. But I'm sure he'll...
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose
as I keep reminding you, this is my problem.
Unless the Asia Bath
not
them
yours.
having to close, in which case it becomes our problem too.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help.
Yeah! Better service.
All I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Let's go find out this Wiggly Biggly. Let's get him. Sounds suspicious. It's a widowy storming around here, guys. Let's go see what's going on with this other bathhouse, apparently. Still mine there? Can we still go in here? Can we go in here? We can, yeah. Oh, Lord. Actually, I have a lot of customers. What y'all doing here?
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for...
Pay first. Take
97. What number are you up to?
53. Be patient. I'll call...
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait time. Hey, good idea.
Yo, Susukeda!
Sorry to
Do I know you?
Do I know you? Sure, take it.
Ah, so you're here for...
Yep. Fellow clients of Emura Ichigensai here. Although this'll be...
Service? How crass.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway...
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have...
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why.
After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Oh, he's literally deliberately manipulating them. Okay.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their
I
strange
see.
and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. Meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about.
No, you don't need to just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense.
Probably like
It
abyss
smelled
bullcrap.
wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
Yeah, poison or something. Paralyzation.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
Sounds a little unbelievable. How can we sure it works?
Oh, so rude.
That's a fair point. You just need some...
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before, but he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he, even more amazingly, so you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai...
Huh? What?
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative.
Get out of here, you nerds.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
Right, we're back. We're back. We're back, guys. We're back. We're back. All right, what? Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you? Yeah, right. I remember. The long wait makes you sleepy. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep. You detect a faint fragrance and begin following it to its source. Did I just get into a domain? Did I just go into a domain from being asleep? No. I did. That's cooked. I'm cooked. What am I about? That's an eye. Abyss. Ah, get out of here, you abyss maker. Get out of here. We already planted a tree thousands of years ago. Stop collecting abyss stuff. Get out of here. And yo mama. Get out of here. Nice dodge. Nice block. Whoa, we in that Demon Slayer.
Traveler, it's almost time.
Leave now. Oh, it's just a dream.
That was a long way. All right, now time.
Not pronouncing that name. Good eye. All right, Mister.
Oh, hello, we're number 97.
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
That's crazy.
What?
Because Emira Ichigensai doesn't have a limitless energy. That's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
Hi, Jabay. I know this voice. Get out of here.
We've been waiting so...
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Really, Liz, by any chance?
Save yourself the trouble.
Strat. We should have barged in after all.
Report back to Mizuki.
Yeah.
Let me in! You ain't all got all that space for that area. You ain't got all that space. Get out of here. I need to get me a drink. If I don't get me a drink...
Oh, still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache.
We're here with the drink, with some chips. We're ready to rock. Ready to rock, rock. Dun, 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 dun. Go, go, go. Look at that. We're cool, we're cool, we're cool. ADHD, ADHD. Mizuki! We had some problems with that gent.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep. At least that's what his client...
How is that possible? Not even me.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say it.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't...
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although,
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him.
Wait, that...
What is it?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest, if he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality... Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae published...
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
Wow! How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times...
It was all my... For the last time, it was his fault for being an...
What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy. But I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good. And obviously she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are... Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session.
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just...
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? So, chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start...
Yeah! You Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should've kept my mouth shut. I jinxed...
Now, we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in...
Of course it did. You... Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and...
Yeah! Let's go!
Top tier.
Oh, true! How could... Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask her. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around. As for where she goes and what she does during that time...
She takes the evenings to relax. She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams. Oh, remember the place from last time? What? This should be the...
What? What? Why are you crying?
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh...
You okay, Mizuki?
seriously.
Oh, I see. I would. Don't worry.
Aw, what's up?
No, my digestion was fine this time. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundled, so when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get.
Does that happen to all?
Oh, don't worry about the others. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, but still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard. Yes, they were led astray by some
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
On job. As you imagine letting go of your hopelessness, you also feel your fighting spirit slip through your fingers. As you imagine being free from your painful regrets, the formative experiences of your journey lose their roots. Traveler. But if I forget even all that, would I still even be?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Alright, good night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another
Awesome. Wait until the following morning. 8 to 12. Friends. Friend. Sure. Why not? 8:12.
Time to relax.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy. Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come?
I doubt it. We only had 4
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest your point being, no normal person. Oh, this situation is dire.
What can we do?
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both.
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get.
Lead the way. I'm coming.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick!
Whoa, someone's in.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty.
Allow me. Jen.
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you?
No, why would I? What in the?
Nope, nothing comes to mind.
What is going on? It's like they've complete. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly.
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler.
Whoa!
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't.
The sea is too rough today.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukita seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now, their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why, but those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into, if it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible.
Yikes! Well, guess we.
What's with the urgency?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready.
This isn't.
You do remember what happened last night, only you don't want to talk about it. Because you can't reconcile. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total.
Please, stop.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. At least, as long.
All right. But serious.
Yeah,
Is he trying to hide from?
They really don't know anything?
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday.
In that case. Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment. Honestly, you've all.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help, but still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura the last thing I want is for you to put yourself in.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and send a message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if... 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place. There's no time to lose! To the... usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
Need to locate someone. Do you know where we can find Imura Ichiguse?
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday.
Aha! So you did bring him up.
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind
explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you...
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description.
Wait, what?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned...
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like...
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight,
Honorable
it's
mention.
rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got
Where?
a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean
Mizuki?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a...
Really? 'Cause yesterday...
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings, and I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while.
Well, since you're in a difficult position, maybe I can do the honors instead.
Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Goodbye, Miko.
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Beep, 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 beep. Miko! Hey.
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it out all by yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I do wish they would do that, where you're able to see the characters that are related to quests like this, to like see Lady Guji or Lady Miko in the shrine, see Ayato and Ayaka in their little thing, like Kaya, Jean, like that. I think that'd be cool. I don't know why they didn't. I think it'd be freaking awesome. Seeing like Mizuki in the bathhouse working, she'd be different places all day. You know what I mean? But they're not all accessible each day. Like each day is a couple different. It wouldn't be like every single character. You know, I think that would be cool. What's going on down here? A world quest I don't have? Well, yeah. Oh, it's Xavier. Fontaine. What are you doing? Hey. Whatever your name is. Come out. Come out, come out. Whatever you are.
This should be the place.
Traveler, Paimon.
Oh, you found it too?
Mizuki!
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki. So.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys...
Then that confirms it. So from here on out, stay close to me and
Don't worry about us.
We'll be fine.
All right, fine.
Hey! Nope. I'll just do... I'll do the normal team just with, you know, trial run Mizuki. Look now, I know we're not in Demon Slayer right now. This is genuinely the temple of Demon Slayer, like, down to the key.
Whoa. This is not
Looks familiar.
This is...
Calm.
What is it, Mizuki?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions.
Alright, let's see the Yume Mizuki. Casual 1000 EM, by the way. It's because she has 265 EM. Oh, yeah, that weapon might be a little busted. Can you get her weapon, Sunny Morning Sleep in standard banner? Let's check real quick. There's really no details. Right. Apparently not. You can get Aquila Favonia, Pride Spine, Atlas, Blade. So, heavy. Yep, Atlas. Jade Spear, Wolf's Gridstone, Amos Bow, and Skyward Harp. So she would have to... Wait. Is this one of those weapons where you're just genuinely not able to get anymore? Wow. That kind of sucks. R3. C3. Ground. Wow. Crazy. Anyways. Of course. That's not fair, though. It's like Tainari's weapon. You genuinely cannot get Tainari's weapon anymore, except for Chronicle Wishes. That's so stupid. It's dumb. So I can't get Yumi her own weapon because she's a standard banner character. Same with Dea or Deha or Dea. Did she have a banner? Did Deha have? No, they have
That dream last
a
night
banner.
tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
What was her weapon? Does she have a weapon that fits her? Beacon of the Red Sea. Okay, she did then. But yeah, you can't get this weapon either because it's tied to Dea and standard. Same thing like this. Like, how are you supposed to get Mizuki's freaking weapon without it's genuinely impossible? Hold on. Inazuma Chronicle. Inazuma Chronicle banner. I want to see what had on it. You genuinely couldn't even get her weapon either, by the way. Because you had Yamiko's weapon, Ayato's weapon, Ito's weapon. Yeah, you couldn't even get her weapon. Yeah, Yumi Mizuki was on there, but you couldn't even get her weapon. That's absolutely, honestly, ridiculous. Yeah. Wow. So she would have to come out on a banner, or you would have to wait on a... That's stupid. That's kind of stupid. Whoa, just casually on a...
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah.
Mizuki was right after all.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
No. You can't. Her weapon's not accessible.
Your perspective is most amusing.
Yeah, no. Genuinely, you can't even get her weapon. And the Inazuma Chronicle Wishbanner that actually did come didn't even feature it. Meaning you genuinely cannot get her weapon until another Chronicle Wish.
You know you're harming people?
harming people.
That's
what you believe?
is absolutely
Very
ridiculous.
well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition, but I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature. Hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how—
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumeko Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under
Absolutely
their
cooked.
influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people.
You're cooked.
Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Haima knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. His situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me.
Can we kick this dude?
Something's appeared
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just a nightmare monster. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in—
Then allow me to formally introduce myself.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard—
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, ultimately, the fall of the night. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Really? Oh my lord.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
What's happening? I'm
Whoa.
all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him! suppressing his emotions even harder. Turn that frown upside down.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Bye.
Don't worry. We've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is...
We've been completely cut off. That creature...
Would it be easy?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster... He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to...
Eat this night?
Not only is it possible, Paimon...
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Merce.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Light, 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 light. Probably why she's 1,000 EM. Dang weapon is 200.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so... oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Ah, censor the word, censor the word, censor the word!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Censor that word, bro.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow. That's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
Look! There's the light! What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, We have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare. It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
Sounds like a fire mother. Bro looks dead in his ass.
All right.
You good now?
There goes that nightmare. Hopefully.
Amazing!
How many we gotta do?
Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
Let's just go to you.
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in
It's an emotional armor. Get out of here.
He's back again!
I'll just slice this hoe.
Being a single host from my clutches changes nothing.
You cannot stop
me. I told you you are too late.
I can beat you up, bruh. I've used my skill one time. It got obliterated. I'm talking obliterated. I'm talking, it didn't even do anything.
What is this place?
A new dream? Question mark?
I can't believe it.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinct—
Mizuki, that
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And this place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down!
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of
sweet dreams?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
1500, by the way, Ian.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods and climbing trees to hunt for Oni Kabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
Sweet dreams. Time to relax.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough...
Why? Are these sweet dreams?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. Which means we're running out of time.
No problem.
I can buy this, dude. She's almost old, so die.
Sweet dreams.
Not yet it isn't. Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares. I must confess, I am somewhat confused.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
I am correct. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my kin died out. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets. This is the path to a revival. My kin shall rise again!
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide Which of us would they really choose? You or me? Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
I got it. So we need more sweet dreams then? Use
Even
mine.
if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also, without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a...
Oh. Mizuki!
Traveler.
Yep.
These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await.
Fire shot, by the way.
Despair. Caused by failure. Icy cold. And yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret. Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have.
Indeed.
And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature. The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Bam! That was... Brother, what is this? What is this? Some trash.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
Yes, ma'am. Bro, give me someone else. I mean, I love this character, don't get me wrong.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without...
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death.
What? He's still
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he...
So you mean we're in...
We've got to wake up.
But how?
This should be high enough.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes.
I assume I'm not allowed to open them again until you say so?
Just like the last time. Hold on tight. The Yomeko Ibaku are getting to work.
Look at her go. Let's go. Yo! That's awesome.
If you ever feel down, it's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion.
Good dreams helped, right?
Mm-hmm. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones? If only that were true.
I wish.
Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Ibaku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape. No matter how, even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams until there'll be enough to share around.
That's a beautiful wish.
A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once. So I must thank you, because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable, and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too!
Paimon.
Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon's mind got a little Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all the...
It's a little late for that now.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch?
Huh?
Of course, Mizuki. I would. Okay, I have to get this. Now, if I don't get this, I'm a failure of everything. Marin sure is beautiful tonight. If I don't get this... Awesome. Cool. I was like, I'm not forgetting this cheat. It's like, I'm not letting myself miss this. That was a key part of my adventure or journey. I am not going to...
Excuse me! Hello! Please come...
What's going on? Why are there so many guests?
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigen's.
Morning, you two. One...
Yes, please!
Then I better get you another VIP pass.
Awesome! In that case...
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Every darn time! Morning, little one.
Enjoy the scenery last night?
You are a spy. What? You spied on us?
Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumekui Baku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks.
Wasn't me.
Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take... My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere.
Bam!
I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are.
Oh, you could have told
Told
me
me
sooner.
sooner.
The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous... An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation.
While that's all true,
My main concern is that I did not get upset at an old friend. Otherwise...
I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more
Cunning and less adorable than you look.
Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles, but every sorrow has its cure. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
Yay. Is that all I get?
Could we go over your past experiences when you have a moment? There's a lot of gaps in your medical...
Oh, hello, little one.
Hello, little one.
It's been a while since you last came to seek your fortune at the shrine.
I should do that right now. Let's talk to the...
So sorry. I'm still registered.
What up? Shiba Murasaki.
Ugh, we've got to turn some of them back.
Cool. I gotta find the emote. Hold on. It exists in here somewhere. Found it. I love that emote. It's awesome. All right. And that was Yube Mizuki story quest anyways. Awesome. Let's check out that freaking picture I took. Screenshot. Let's look at that. Now, even if it wasn't fully night, I will say that is pretty cool. Anyways, it is 10:26. Now, the other one took, what, 3 hours? So that would mean this other one, if we were going to do one, would take forever. But now we're down to 4. We can also probably should do these too. These are the other world quests I got to do. But should put me at basically nothing, but I am saving up for Sidnali because I need that from if we go. All right. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to end it here anyways because it's 10:26. I got church in the morning and I don't feel like staying up late. So, hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening, morning, or night whenever you see this. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.